This fanfiction is only for entertainment purposes, so please don't take it seriously and don't be offended. It's just a story made out of imagination, so it doesn't define any character in real life. I hope you'll enjoy the story and leave positive comments without hating the author and character. I don't own any pictures, but the storylines are completely mine. I will do voiceover so you can mute it if you want. Hope you will like the video.
You had been married to Kim Taehyung for barely a week when you left for your parents' house. Your mother had insisted. You agreed. But Taehyung didn't. He didn't stop you, didn't say a word, he only gave you a cold look when he dropped you at your parents' door. You thought he was fine. You thought he didn't care. But you were wrong. Taehyung sat on the edge of the huge bed, his fingers rubbing his forehead. The whole room felt empty. The air felt quiet. Too quiet. Your side of the bed was cold. Your faint perfume was gone. Your pillow looked untouched. His jaw flexed. He grabbed his phone. One unread message from you. Asterisk reached safely. Good night, Taehyung. Asterisk. He read it 5 times. He didn't reply even once. He threw the phone on the bed. Taehyung, good night? He whispered, laughing darkly. Taehyung, how the hell am I supposed to sleep without you, YN? He leaned back, staring at the ceiling. For someone like him, cold, dangerous, a Mafia king, this weakness was unacceptable. But the truth burned his chest. He couldn't sleep without you. He turned on his side, facing your empty space. He remembered how your fingers touched his wrist when you slept. How your soft breathing calmed him. How your warmth stopped the monsters in his head. He pulled your pillow close and inhaled it. But the scent was fading. Taehyung, d@m. He whispered under his breath. He tried closing his eyes. He tried forcing his mind to shut down. But there was a tightness inside him, a burning, clawing need. Not desire. Not lust. Possession. His voice dropped to a low, angry whisper. Taehyung, why did you leave me alone, YN? Taehyung sat up again. His hair was messy, his eyes tired, dark circles forming under them. He ran a hand down his face. Enough. He grabbed his phone again. His fingers hovered over your number. He wanted to call. He wanted to say come back. He wanted to order you to return. But he knew you wouldn't. You wouldn't leave your parents' house in the middle of the night. He clenched his teeth. His voice dropped to a deep, dangerous tone. Taehyung, fine. If you won't come back to me, I'll come to you. His heartbeat was loud, angry, desperate. He stood up, grabbed his car keys, and walked out of the penthouse like a storm. The roads were empty, dark, silent. But inside him, everything was loud. He kept imagining you sleeping peacefully without him. And it made something sharp twist inside his chest. Taehyung, what did you do to me, YN? He whispered, gripping the steering wheel harder. He hated how much he needed you. He hated how restless he felt. But most of all, he hated that you weren't by his side. Your parents' house was dark and silent. Everyone was asleep. Not a single light was on. But outside, a black car stopped quietly. Kim Taehyung stepped out. His jaw was tight, his eyes cold, his breath sharp. The kind of look he had right before killing someone, except tonight, the anger wasn't for an enemy. It was for you. For leaving him. For making him feel empty. He stared at your house like it was some forbidden place he wasn't allowed to enter. A dark smirk touched his lips. Taehyung, rules don't apply to me. I take what's mine. He whispered. Taehyung moved like a shadow. Silent. Dangerous. Unseen. He jumped the boundary wall easily. His boots didn't even make a sound. He knew your parents' house layout. He had studied it earlier, not for safety, but because he always wanted to know where you grew up. He reached your window. It was slightly open, exactly the way you always slept. Taehyung, good girl. He whispered, pushing it open wider. He entered the room like he owned it. Your room was dim, only the moonlight touching your face. You were curled up on the bed, hugging the blanket softly like a child. His breath hitched. He wasn't used to this feeling, softness, peace, calmness. You looked like the only quiet thing in his chaotic life. He closed the window behind him and locked it. He didn't want anyone else to come inside. He didn't want anyone else to see you. His footsteps were slow but heavy with longing. With anger. With need. He reached the bed and stood there for a moment, just staring at your sleeping figure. His voice came out in a low, dark whisper. Taehyung, you left me alone, YN, do you know what that did to me? You shifted a little, unaware that a dangerous man was standing right beside your bed. His dangerous gaze softened for 1 second. Just one. Then he sat down beside you, the mattress dipping under his weight. And instantly, you moved, your sleepy body searching for warmth. Your hand touched his thigh lightly. His breath stopped. A dark chuckle escaped him. Taehyung, even in your sleep, you come to me. Taehyung slid one arm under your neck and the other around your waist, pulling you against his chest. Your face pressed against his collarbone. Your sleepy voice came out, confused. YN, half asleep, Taehyung. He leaned close to your ear, his lips brushing your skin. Taehyung, yes, baby. Your husband is here. He whispered, voice rough. You blinked slowly, still half asleep. YNW, what are you doing here? It's late. His grip tightened. Taehyung, don't ask stupid questions. You left me alone. Do you think I can sleep without you? He said softly but dangerously. You looked up at him. His eyes were dark, hungry, almost wild. Taehyung, this is my parents' house. Taehyung, I don't care. He cut you off. His finger slid up your waist, holding you like he would never let go. Taehyung, you are my wife. My problem. My peace. My madness. Where you sleep, I sleep. But. He grabbed your chin gently, forcing your eyes to stay on him. Taehyung, don't test me, I'll burn this whole place if it means keeping you close. He whispered. Your breath hitched at his intense voice. He leaned in, his lips almost touching yours. Taehyung, you belong with me. Not here. Not away. With me. He said, eyes burning into yours. As soon as sunlight came on your face, you woke up fully. Your heart beating fast. Taehyung's arms were locked around you like chains, warm, strong, and impossible to escape. He pulled you even closer, burying his face in your neck. A low, tired groan escaped his lips. Taehyung, don't move. I finally have you in my arms. I'm not letting you go. He muttered, voice thick and rough from lack of sleep. You swallowed. Taehyung, my parents. Taehyung, your parents can wait. I waited the whole damn night for you. He whispered against your skin. His fingers slid under your top, touching the warm skin on your waist, possessive and slow. Not dirty. Just claiming. You gasped softly. His grip tightened instantly. Taehyung, that's right. Make those sounds for me only. He whispered darkly. You pushed his shoulder lightly, flustered. Tae, behave. He chuckled. A low, sinful sound. Taehyung, baby, if I start behaving, you'll miss the bad version of me. You heard faint footsteps outside the room. Your eyes widened. Taehyung. My parents, they wake up early. You have to leave. He grabbed your face with one hand, forcing you to look at him. Taehyung, look at me properly. Do I look like a man who's going anywhere without you? He said softly. You shook your head nervously. Yn, please, they'll misunderstand. He leaned forward and said the corner of your lips. A small, slow, teasing SS. You froze. His smirk grew dark. He whispered. Taehyung, you taste like home. How do you expect me to walk out after that? Yn, Tae. He suddenly pushed you down on the pillow, hovering over you, but in a slow, gentle way. Not scary. Just intense. His bangs fell over his eyes, his jaw tight, his breath warm against your cheek. Taehyung, you think I came here to leave you? His nose brushed your cheek as he whispered. Taehyung, no, baby. I came here to take you back. Your breath shivered. Asterisk knock. Knock asterisk. Yn. Did you wake up, sweetheart? Your whole soul left your body in fear. You tried to push Taehyung away with both hands. But he didn't move. Not even a little. Instead, he grabbed your wrists gently, pinned them above your head, and leaned close to your ear. Taehyung, don't say a word. Let's see how well my wife can act. He whispered, voice dark and amused. He kissed your ear slowly, too slowly. Your eyes widened, heart roaring. Yn, Taehyung. Knock asterisk. Yn. You panicked and whispered. Yn, please get off me. He pressed a finger on your lips. He whispered. His lips brushed your jaw. Taehyung, shoo. You're shaking. Why? You like when I trap you like this? You turned your face away, embarrassed. He caught your chin and made you look at him again. Taehyung, I'm not going anywhere. Even if your whole family walks inside. He said softly. The door handle turned. You gasped. Yn, Tae. He smirked. Taehyung, relax, butterfly. I know how to make people see only what I want them to see. In one swift move, he slid beside you on the bed, pulling the blanket up, wrapping his arm around your waist tightly, and closed his eyes like he had been sleeping there for hours. Your mom opened the door. Yn. She froze. Oh. Taehyung dear? You here? Taehyung didn't open his eyes. He just tightened his arm around you protectively. You could feel his smile against your shoulder. A dark, satisfied smile. Taehyung, good morning, Ma. I couldn't sleep without her, so I came. He murmured in a sleepy, deep voice. Your mom melted instantly. How sweet. Sweet. If only she knew how wickedly he was holding you under the blanket. He whispered in your ear, too quietly for anyone else to hear. Taehyung, after she leave. I'm not letting you walk for a while. You stiffened. His grip only tightened. Your mom left the room with a big smile, completely fooled by Taehyung's sweet husband act. The moment the door closed, Taehyung opened one eye. Then the other. And smirked. You whispered angrily. Yn, what? Why are you smiling like that? He stretched lazily, his arm sliding from your waist down to your hip in a slow, teasing, dangerous way. He said casually. Taehyung, because I just lied straight to your mother's face, while touching you under the blanket. That was fun. You slapped his chest lightly. Yn, stop it. You're going to get us caught. He caught your wrist and pulled you closer. Taehyung, caught? Baby, I want them to see how madly I love you. He whispered darkly. Your eyes widened. Yn, shut up. No, you don't. Taehyung leaned in, lips brushing your ear. He whispered. Taehyung, you're right. I don't want them to see. I just want you to know. You pushed him away, cheeks burning. Yn, get ready. Mom said to come for breakfast. He raised a brow, smirking. Taehyung, breakfast? I only want you for breakfast. Your mouth fell open. Taehyung. He burst into a quiet laugh, a rare, deep one, and got off the bed slowly, stretching like a cat. You walked to the dining table, trying to act normal. Taehyung walked behind you like some royal prince on a mission to irritate you to death. Your dad looked up from helping your mother. Oh Taehyung beta, you're awake early. Taehyung smiled politely. Taehyung, yes, uncle. I'm a very disciplined man. You choked. Disciplined? This man who broke into your room at 2 a.m. Your mom smiled proudly. Sit. I made parathas. Taehyung pulled your chair out like a gentleman and whispered in your ear before you sat. Taehyung, careful. Your legs might still be shaky from last night. You kicked him under the table so hard. He didn't even move. Just smirked. Your mom served Taehyung first. He took a bite. Closed his eyes like he was tasting heaven. Then he said loudly. Taehyung, ma, this paratha is amazing. Much better than Hyan's burnt triangle-shaped things. Your jaw dropped. Your mom gasped. Burnt? Triangle? Hyan. You glared at him with fire in your eyes. Taehyung calmly tore another piece of paratha and whispered. Taehyung, burn is good at night, but not in food, sweetheart. You whispered back sharply. I swear, I'll throw this paratha on your face. He leaned closer. Taehyung, do it. You know I like when you get aggressive. You almost stabbed him with your fork. You were drinking water when he casually placed his hand on your thigh under the table. You almost spat the water out. Your dad looked concerned. What happened? Water went wrong? You quickly nodded. Yes, Papa, water was too watery. Your dad blinked. Huh? Taehyung bit his lip to hide his laugh. His hand squeezed your thigh. You slapped his hand away. Your mom noticed again. Why are you hitting Taehyung so much? You panicked. A mosquito. Big mosquito. Taehyung added sweetly. Taehyung, ma, it's okay. Let her hit me. I like when she touches me. You inhaled sharply. Your dad looked impressed. See? Such a loving husband. Taehyung looked at you and winked. Loving? This man? He was a walking, talking danger sign. He nudged your foot. You nudged back. He stepped lightly on your toes. You stomped his foot with full power. Taehyung didn't scream. He smiled. Taehyung, my wife is very energetic. He said calmly. Your dad nodded. That's right. My girl is very active. Taehyung whispered without moving his lips. Taehyung, active? Baby, if you're this energetic now, wait until tonight. Your spoon fell out of your hand. Again. Your mom sighed. Beta, hold the spoon properly. Taehyung picked up the spoon, placed it in your hand gently, and murmured. Taehyung, hold it tight. Just like you held me. You pinched his thigh. He didn't flinch. Just whispered. Taehyung, don't start something you can't finish, sweetheart. The moment you entered your bedroom, you let out a huge sigh of relief. You sat on the bed and rubbed your face. Finally, peace. Wrong. Because 2 seconds later, Taehyung closed the door behind him, locked it, and leaned on it with a dark smile. You froze. Why are you locking the door? He raised an eyebrow. Taehyung, so your parents don't come in while I'm doing things to you. You grabbed a pillow and threw it at him. Stop saying things like that. He caught the pillow with one hand. Didn't even blink. Then he walked toward you slowly, like a lion approaching a cute but annoying rabbit. He sat beside you, not leaving a single inch of space. In fact, he literally pressed his side against yours. Can you sit on your own side? You complained. He replied immediately. Taehyung, no. You're too close. Taehyung, good. You're a clingy idiot. Taehyung, you're clingy idiot. You groaned loudly. Taehyung. Behave. He tilted his head slightly. Taehyung, I behave only in front of your parents. In here. He leaned close, voice dropping dark. Taehyung, I'm exactly who I am. You swallowed nervously. Tae, just listen. He grabbed your waist and pulled you onto his lap so smoothly you didn't even realize what happened. Taehyung, listen to you what? That you missed me. He said, nuzzling into your neck. Yn, I did not. He bit your shoulder softly. You squeaked. He whispered. Taehyung, yes, you did. You pushed his chest. Yn, okay, now let me go. Taehyung, no. Yn, why not? Taehyung, because your cousin looked at you too much today. Your mouth fell open. Yn, he was asking if I needed water. He's literally 15. Taehyung narrowed his eyes. Taehyung, he still looked too long. You stared at him. Yn, you're insane. He smirked. Taehyung, only for you. You tried to stand. He wrapped both arms around your waist and yanked you right back onto his lap. Taehyung, stop escaping me. He muttered. Yn, I'm not escaping. He pressed his forehead to yours, eyes dark. Taehyung, you left me for 2 nights. Do you know how crazy that made me? He said quietly. Your heart thumped loudly. His voice dropped even lower. Taehyung, do you know how many times I walked into our room, thinking you'd be there, and you weren't? You blinked. He wasn't joking. You whispered. Yn, Tae. He cupped your jaw gently, his thumb brushing your lower lip. Taehyung, I'm not letting you go again. Even if your father picks you up and runs. I'll take you back. He said, almost dangerously soft. You tried to lighten the mood. Yn, you're acting like some drama king. He leaned closer. Taehyung, and you're acting like you don't love when I get like this. You shoved him lightly. Yn, shut up. He chuckled, a low, naughty sound. Taehyung, say something again and I'll shut your mouth myself. You froze. Yn, how? He smirked wickedly. Taehyung, you know how. You slapped his shoulder. Yn, stop. We're at my parents' house. Taehyung, nobody said we have to be quiet. You're bad at controlling your volume anyway. He whispered, brushing his lips against your ear. Yn, Taehyung. You say trying to get up again. He grabbed your wrist and pulled you back into his lap for the 3rd time. Taehyung, firmly, you're not leaving this position. Yn, why? Taehyung, because this is my favorite seat. He whispered, brushing his fingers up your back. You turned red instantly. Yn, why you're crazy. Taehyung, and you're cute. So sit. Then suddenly, without warning, he wrapped his arms around you tightly, pulling you into a tight hug and buried his face in your neck. You stilled. Yn, Tae. His voice came muffled, low, almost vulnerable. Taehyung, don't leave me again. Not even for a day. Your chest softened. You slowly hugged him back. Yn, okay, okay. I won't. He immediately tightened his arms more. Taehyung, good, because if you try, I'll kidnap you. He whispered, then looked at you with a dark, playful smile. You blinked. Yn, again? He shrugged. Taehyung, I can do it better this time. You burst into laughter. He smiled too, the rare soft one he showed only to you. He kissed your cheek gently. Then your jaw. Then the corner of your lips. He whispered. Taehyung, let's go home. Yn, no tantrums? He smirked darkly. Taehyung, oh, I still have tantrums. But now I'll throw them in our bed. You hid your face in his chest. He hugged you tighter. Possessive. Clingy. Dark. And completely, stupidly in love with you. The end.